Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Desmond Bane.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now Washington's starting group. They've got Sarr. Curry is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's LeBron James. And it's Osman in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Banchero out there with Hartenstein. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Irving. And it's Bane in at the shooting guard position. All right, Greg, here we are on the day before Thanksgiving, a very special time of the year. Any favorite Thanksgiving traditions or foods for you or your family?
Oh, Kevin, I'm a sweet potato pie lover, but I tell you, man, I love it all. I can't wait.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So Banchero will go to the free throw line. That's on LeBron James, and this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Pass to Banchero. Back to Bane. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, this is why you got to stay up on Bane or pay the price.
Outside Curry. Back to James. Nice ball movement by Washington. To the middle. Here's Vassell. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Irving against Curry. Trying to get open is Hartenstein.
The tremendous defensive effort from Stephen Curry. Believe me, his teammates will hear about that denial.
James, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career, but the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. First one falls for him.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
And both free throws, good for James. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Banchero passes to Irving, shoots over Curry. And Sarr pulls it down. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Floats it up for James. And stolen by Dunn. Banchero against James. Back to Banchero. Clock at 6. To the right side. And a deep three from Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Curry finds James. Back to Curry. Here's Osman. Dunn covering. Curry can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. They get the rebound. Banchero, it's blocked. Done against James. Outside Curry. Pass to LeBron. From downtown, connects from three-point range. James has got 5.
This is why LeBron's so tricky to defend. Yes, he has the strength to go inside and finish, but he's also got such touch from behind the arc.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Mavericks. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference.
And right now for Dallas, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as this season winds down.
Now, here's Banchero. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
That free throw, no good.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for the Wizards. He hits the second from the line.
As much as Banchero's going to get to the line, he wants to be more efficient.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Washington. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Now, here's Bane. 32 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And Washington has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. Back to Curry. Going inside. And Irving pulls it down. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Dunn kicks to Irving. Deflects the pass. Dunn shot's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Song. Back to Curry. Here's Jackson-Davis. He's covered by Banchero. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said, Curry makes your entire 5 guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Irving for 3. Rebound, Washington.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And another miss by Washington. The Mavericks leading. Here's Banchero, his last outing with 20 points. And it falls over the rim and in. Banchero's got 6 points.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Here's Osman. Still scoreless. It's Vassell on the wing. Guarded by Bain. No problems knocking that one down.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Bancaro outside. Hartenstein with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Bain for three. Knocks down the three ball. Bain's got his second basket of the game.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bain so dangerous from out there.
Vassell, the pass to Kerr. To the inside. Sarr's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Bain. He's got 6. Irving can't hit.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Curry against Irving. Vassell left side. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. In third, the Mavericks.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
Monk dishes to Ware. Back to Monk. It's Strus on the wing. Off target with his 3. Wizards trail by 3. Pass to quickly. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Monk. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Well, think about this, guys. Early in his career, Quickly finished second in 6th Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
Wizards making a switch here. Waters is checked in. Dallas has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Ware kicks to Monk. Over Quickly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 2, and this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
You wonder if they're looking to take control of this one early. And when you have more talent, you want to keep the other guys from gaining any confidence.
Here's Ware. No scoring in this one. Here's McNeely. Now Jackson Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Wizards have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Monk. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now, here's Monk. Here's McNeely. They set the pick for the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Branham. Knocks it loose. Pass to Ware from past the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Wizards trail by 3. Now, here's Quickly. Waters passes to Branham. Trying to find Jackson Davis and gets it to him. And here's Quickly for 3. Beyond the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Here's Quickly, following the score by Dallas. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
That's about activity, determination, Quickly finishing strong.
Mavericks leading by 3. Pass to Ware. And here's Strus. On the wing, Monk. They set the pick. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And he's an explosive guard who isn't afraid to test the defense. Heads up play there from Monk.
Here's Branham, and he really played well against Denver. Hits the three-point bomb. Quickly's got 6.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Monk, the pass to Ware. Here's Strus. Pass to Ware. Markovich sinks the three-pointer. He's got 5.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Monk against Quickly. Inside. Jackson Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
First free throw is good. That one misses. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the paint. It's picked off. Pass to Quickly. Down low. Here's Branham. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Monk against Quickly. A floater. It's deflected. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Dallas leading by just 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Banchero. Then there's Dunn, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Curry. He picked up 33 points in their last one against Denver.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game.
And it's Irving missing. Washington's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pass to Saar. Now here's Quickly. 5 on the clock. Launches it from deep. Kept alive. For Washington, they had gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. That one is off. And we see, as in baseball doors, the introduction of the pitch timer to increase the pace of play. Do you think the NBA is taking notice of that?
What I know, Kevin, unequivocally is the NBA is in a constant state of monitoring its product and how can it make it more fan-friendly. The only criticism to me that's redundant is the pace of reviews, and the league is trying to streamline that to the best of their ability.
And the second free throw, good. And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. Pass to Ware. And here is Bane from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Curry.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Vassell kicks to Quickly. Curry on the wing. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
That's a play that Stephen Curry relies on, and for good reason, right? The ball handler in pick and roll, excellent decision maker, can manipulate the defense. Go to work, Steph. We like watching.
Banchero outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Banchero's got 9 points.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Back to Curry, launches it. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Banchero looking around. It's tipped and stolen by Saar. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Curry passes to Saar. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
You know, if you're open, Stephen Curry has that team-first mentality. He will find you.
Banchero outside. Back to Irving. This one for 3. Washington with the rebound.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Osman's checked in. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Vassell against Bane. Nice defense by Vassell. Wizards leading by 6. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the three-pointer by Washington. Irving against Curry to stop the run. And it's Osman with the rebound.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Curry's shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Banchero. Back to Irving. Takes a three. Buries it from three-point range. Irving's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Excellent setup. The pre-shot preparation, getting into that catch-and-shoot game. We see it, Kyrie.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here's Vassell. And here's Irving. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee. Done outside. Pass to Bane. Got a hand on it.
And how about the timing Vassell has on the defensive end? Superb swat. That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Wizards leading by 6. LeBron passes to Sarr. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Washington. They're right now in the 8th spot in the conference here in the early part of the season.
And when I look at Washington, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Hartenstein. Dallas moving it around. Bane for 3. Again, the miss by Bane. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Count that bucket.
Yeah, LeBron James always surveying the floor. Few players in the history of the game have the court vision that LeBron has.
Now, here's Banchero. 9 points in the game so far. Good, nice job down low. Banchero's got 11.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Irving against Curry. Pass to Osman. James outside. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Vassell against Bane. Here's Banchero. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on LeBron James.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
Both free throws, good from Banchero. Wizards leading by 7. Branham, the pass to Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Mavericks 4th.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Curry against Monk. There's a screen. Shoots it up. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And I love the fact that he has great confidence in that jump shot. Monk does a great job of shooting with quickness, but never rushing.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. The Wizards with another miss. On the wing, Monk. To the paint, Markovic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 5-point Washington lead.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Monk outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Strus. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside Curry. Offline with his 3.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Manuel quickly. He's checked in for Stephen Curry.
Wizards substitution. Number 5, Manuel quickly.
Pass to McNeely. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here's quickly. A 14-point game for him in the win against Denver.
Oh, solid IQ play right there from Emmanuel quickly.
Monk against quickly. Strus with it. Hasn't made one yet. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Ware's checked in. Here's Jackson Davis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Friday, they'll be playing the Bucks in Milwaukee. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Miami Heat.
And for that matchup with the Clippers, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's McNeely, 5 points in the game. Pass to Strus. Here's Ware. Jackson Davis defending. Ball stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Here's quickly, and it's denied. Driving in, McNeely. With some arc. Basket good. Monk's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to quickly. Here's Prosper. Here's Waters. Still yet to score. 5 to shoot. And here's quickly for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now Strus. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Max Strus, one of those undrafted players coming out of college, but somehow wills his way by virtue of his shooting and his toughness. You love his story.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second. Wizards leading by 6. There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. The shot's good from Quickly.
That's a conversion inside by Emmanuel Quickly. Just a quick opportunity finish.
And here's Strus. To the middle. Here's Monk. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Wizards.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And the first one drops. And Monk drops them both. Wizards leading by 6. Inside, here's Branham. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Branham's got 8 here in the quarter.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Pass to McNeely. Here's Ware. Scoreless thus far. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Quickly. He's got 8.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command. He's been a marksman this period. The shot mechanics finally in sync.
Here's Branham. He's got 10. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Mavericks trailed by 8. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Monk against Quickly. Now, here's Monk. He's guarded closer. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. No good there. And that does it for the first half of play. Wizards lead by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Steph, coach said that you had to make them feel you physically.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
They've been fearless tonight. That kind of attitude becomes contagious.
And since we have a chance, let's see our award winners, players of the week. And that'll do it for halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Vassell.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And so James will bring it up for Washington. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. We've got Stephen Curry. Sarr out there with James. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Osman in at the small forward spot. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Curry's got 9 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now, here's Vassell. LeBron kicks to Vassell. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Bain, no good. Washington leading now by 8. Pass to Curry. Vassell with it, guarded now by Irving. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
And he makes the first. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Good on both.
One thing that stands out about Kyrie Irving, obviously, his creativity, especially when it comes to his handle, as good as it gets.
Irving against Curry. James outside. Strong inside. What a move by James.
It's trouble. I mean, if LeBron James is in the painted area, everybody's got to be prepared to contest. This guy too good in there.
They get it back. Hartenstein. And it's blocked. To the inside. It's stolen by Banchero. And now the fast break. Banchero with the ball. Done shot's good.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
And Sarr throws it down.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Outside, Bain. Irving against Curry. And there it is for him. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving, one of the outstanding mid-range shooters. This guy legit 3-level.
Curry passes to LeBron. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. It's Curry. That time on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game. And timeout. Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
A moment now to see the numbers for Bain. Putting up about 24 points per, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Vassell grabs the board.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Osman kicks to Curry. 3-pointer. Vassell, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And good that time. Banchero's got 15 points.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Vassell outside. Back to Curry. Pass to James. Just 5 on the clock. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, not a lot to be done if LeBron gets a solid screen in a pick-and-roll set like that one.
Done outside. Now, here's Banchero. Over James. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, you watch Paolo Banchero and the offensive arsenal. This guy is just built to score the ball.
Pass to Sarr. Vassell, a screen on Hartenstein. Here's James. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Dunn kicks to Bain. Banchero outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James.
It is very difficult with his frame not to foul Paolo Banchero on the interior.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Washington?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Mavericks making a switch here. Ware's checked in. Both free throws good from Banchero.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Bain against Vassell. Pass to Curry. 3-pointer. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here is Irving. Got a piece of it. Sarr with it. He's got 9. And again, Washington no good. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Irving a screen on LeBron. Back to Irving. It's stolen by Curry. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
The strength of LeBron is something that is never going to go away, and it will always allow him to finish plays like that.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Dallas. Then for the Wizards, Branham's checked in, and quickly in for Stephen Curry.
One shot.
Free throw good, LeBron.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
That one falls.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Wizards making a switch here. Prosper's checked in. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Wizards 5th.
And contrary to what we see from other teams, this squad has no interest in playing strictly as individuals. Their assist numbers show what a cohesive bunch they are.
Washington leading now by 5. Vassell outside. Tipped away. Here's the teardrop. He can't get that one. Done with some nice D. Monk outside. From the arc. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Now here's Vassell. 15 points in the game. And that one's good quickly.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Ware. Pass to Monk. And he converts the layup. Monk's got 15 points.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
On the wing quickly. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Quickly's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now, here's Monk. He's got 15. Banchero is screened for Monk. His three-pointer's off the mark. Washington leading now by 5. Now, here's Vassell. Pass to Prosper. Shot clock at 6. Back to Vassell. Overdone. Washington gets it back and a new 14. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Mavericks trail by 7. Now Monk. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Ware. Pass to McNeely. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Waters.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Dallas, no good that time either.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 13.
Always a ton of activity, lots of energy with Quickly. This guy's so tough to cover.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
The first free throw is good. And Quickly drops them both. Here's Monk. He's got 15. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Markovic. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Wizards leading by 9. Pass to Quickly. Jackson Davis with it. Monk defending. Sarr with it. Traps in the tray. Sarr's got 14.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Monk. It's Strus on the wing. Here's McNeely. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Washington's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Sarr. 14 points for him. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Emmanuel Quickly in a rhythm right now, and he is absolutely a tough cover.
Pass to Monk. They set the screen. Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 9.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's Sarr. Banchero's checked in for the Mavericks. Irving comes in for Max Strus. And a switcher also for Washington. Osman's checked in. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Here's Branham. He's got 12.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And so Quickly will bring it up for the Wizards. 58 seconds left to play in the third. It's blocked. They recover it. Back to Jackson Davis. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Branham. And they're pushing it up. Here's McNeely. He has 5. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First free throw is good. Mavericks making a switch here. Hartenstein's checked in. Curry's checked in for Washington. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Washington leading now by 11. Branham, the pass to Quickly. Jacks up a 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Irving against Quickly. A nice shot by Irving.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Curry fires from way outside. And so it's Washington enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And more than anything, their three-point shoot. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Desmond Bane out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then there's Banchero. And it's done in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Curry finds Vassell. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Wizards leading by 10. Vassell outside. Pass to James. No good on the triple.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with 2 saves.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
His fifth personal. Team foul. At the line to Dallas. Shooting 1.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Payne against Vassell. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And look at Vassell being relentless in the paint there. Great hustle to beat the D.
Banchero outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Irving, guarded by Curry. 4 on the clock. And it's Irving missing. Wizards leading by 9. Left side Curry. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. The shot, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Payne kicks to Banchero. Now here's Dunn. He's covered closely. Bain inside the three-point line. And Curry pulls it down.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Now, guys, that's just superior strength by James. Even when the defense roughs him up, he's more than capable of playing through them. It's amazing.
Sar's checked in for Washington. Free throw, no good for LeBron. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. Pass to Osman. James against Banchero. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Sar gets the bucket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Irving can't hit. Wizards leading by 11. Over Banchero. The shot's good from LeBron. 16 points for LeBron.
Almost seems unfair, gentlemen, to have a guy as strong as LeBron be able to handle the ball the way he does.
Irving against Curry. Baseline jumper. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Here's Osman. Dunn covering. They get it again.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered.
What confidence from Bain. Money from mid-range.
Irving against Curry. Vassell kicks to Curry. Sar with it. That's tipped. And here's Irving. On the wing, Bain. Covered by Vassell. Irving against Curry. Outside Irving. A floater. Washington with the rebound. Curry's got 5 rebounds tonight. Washington leading now by 9. Pass to Vassell. Here's Osman, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Banchero outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Banchero's got 12 points here in the second half. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks, guys. Was able to hear Mike Brown during the break. He told him it's all about maintaining the lead. He told him he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Here's Sar. He's defended by Hartenstein. Sar, the pass to Curry. On the wing, James. He's covered by Banchero. Mavericks trail by 6. Now here's Irving. Done outside. The kick out to Irving. Another 3 for Dallas.
Kyrie shoots a ton of threes, and he makes a ton of threes.
Wizards leading by 3. Curry looking around. And again, Washington no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So Banchero will go to the free throw line. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
And it's tied up with that one. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Wizards. Pass to Song. Back to quickly to end the drought. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, you find a lane and you attack the rim with ferocity, quickly doing work.
Banchero outside. Back to Irving. Over quickly. Irving misses. Washington's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Irving against Vassell. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And just attacking the paint. Vassell knows better than to hold back.
Banchero outside. Back to Irving. Shoots. Yep, right through the net. Irving's got 22.
Boy, what a monster night for Kyrie Irving, playing at a very high level right now.
To the middle. On the wing. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Moving against quickly. Now Hartenstein. Payton for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Sars. Here's Vassell. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Irving. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Sar. He's defended by Hartenstein. And it's good for 2. And the Wizards lead by 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
To the paint. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Curry kicks to Osman. All alone. Mavericks with the rebound.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Wizards leading by 6. Vassell left side. Back to quickly. There's the pick. A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Down low. Here's Hartenstein. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Washington's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Sar. He's defended by Hartenstein. Here's Vassell. And the 3 off target.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Vassell against Banchero. A kick out to Bain. Dallas again missing.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Out left to the wing. The Wizards working the ball around now. Pass to quickly. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
Absolutely no hesitation from Quickly on the range shot right there. What confidence.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Monk's checked in for Bain. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Banchero. He trains the quick shot. Banchero's got 30 points.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Curry against Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Osman. No good on the 3. Dallas has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Banchero outside. Done outside. From outside, off the mark. And so Curry will bring it up for Washington. They've led by as many as 14 points. No good with the triple.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Quickly looking it over. And so it's the Wizards with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific